Welcome to the 30th episode of Fishy Motion Behind the Bar.
Let's get juicy!
Craig! Corey! Johnny! Fishy!
So thank you for tuning in one more time. We are now on the, I don't know, what season number is it, Johnny? Season 3, what episode?
Is it?
I don't give a fuck. This is the 30th
season
episode of
three?
Fishy
I thought
Mushroom
it was
Behind the
season
Bar.
two still.
No, we're on season 3. Dude.
Three?
This is the
Episode
third year we've
four?
been doing it. I don't know, Johnny. You're the one that pays attention to this. I just count numbers.
It says episode 4 over there.
Oh,
I don't know
fuck
what
yeah,
that
season
means.
3, episode 4. Let's go.
Sure, why not? Anyway, so we're using numbers that none of us know how to use, but
Nope.
we're still shooting these things, and we're having fun with it, and
Are we?
I'm having a great fucking time.
Somebody has to be.
Somebody has to, because it sure is fucking you.
Nope.
Nope. But there is one thing you do that is very fun, I'm sure, Johnny. It's telling everybody where the fuck they can find us.
Oh yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat,
TikTok.
Dude, that place, Bandcamp, Spotify,
Lots of fun.
Apple, Deezer, iHeartRadio, and
OnlyFans.
fucking Pornhub. I don't know.
Every platform.
Google
Fishy
Fishy
Mushroom
Mushroom.
Yeah.
exclusive.
Just Google Fishy Mushroom.
You'll find us.
Yeah, all right. Well, then I guess we'll just go ahead and head on into our segue to the guest here. We got Doris here. Doris Laughs is your main platform, right?
Yes, it's the web series that I'm doing, yeah, Doris
Okay, yeah.
Laughs.
So tell us a little about what you do.
Alright, so what Doris Laughs is, it's where I'm going across the United States, and I'm going to each city and little towns, and I'm showing off the comedy scene there. So any places that have space for comedy, I'm showing off, like the venues, and then I'm interviewing any comedians, like 5 questions in depth that are at these comedy shows. So I'm showing everything from open mics to from open mics to comedy shows to everything in between. To everything in between. Wherever they're having comedy.
What the hell, dude? 5.
Go!
We can't take you anywhere.
I was trying to keep it together, but then he was chewing so slowly. And I'm like, oh
This is the
my
kind of
God.
comedy you will see.
So basically, starting with the Pacific Northwest, and I'm covering Oregon and Washington, and right now I've interviewed almost 300 comedians.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And I'm on like episode 10, 11 right now of the series for the Q&A. So basically, what I'm doing for Oregon and Washington is not like I'm going to do it going forward, but I'm releasing my Q&As for each place ahead of time. So before the episodes come out, you get to see what the comedians have to say and everything. But typically how it's going to go, it's where their shows or the comedy's going to go, and then I ask them questions after that. So it's not going to be kind of like, we're not going to see the finished result of the Q&As until after the main episodes are out.
Yeah.
So going forward, people have to wait to see what the comedians had to say after they saw the main episode, kind of thing. So
Get
for
over the
Washington,
chase.
yeah, so for Washington, Oregon, I'm doing it opposite to kind of like, I don't know, it's like, thank you, whatever, is like, no, you get to see it beforehand and market, et cetera, and use it for them. So, yeah, so it's just a little web series that I've started, and yeah, so.
Where do people find that?
Oh, you can find it on YouTube at DorisLaughs.com. Oh, not YouTube, DorisLaughs.com. Okay, hold on. You can find it on YouTube at Doris Laughs. You can go to my website, DorisLaughs.com. I update all the episodes there, all my shows that I'm doing, because I'm also producing shows as well, a part of Doris Laughs at the Overkill Lounge with Gory Giggles. That's on Thursdays every month. The next one's June 13th. And so that's under Doris Laughs as well on the website. And I just covered a comedy festival, Rip City Fest. So I put everything there, and I'm just trying to document it. Those are all the pictures and everything. But the main length episodes, like the full length, that's going to be done in August. So that's where you can see everything from Seattle, Tacoma, Bremerton, Portland, Eugene, all these places that maybe you did or didn't assume there would be comedy. You know, what's there? And like the reality of it, like the dive bars, the hole in the walls, the restaurant shows, like these, instead of arenas or comedy clubs where people go for comedy, it's really about, what I feel stand-up is, it's about everything else, right? It's about how to get to those places. Like Kill Tony, as much as I love Tony Hinchcliffe and all of that, comedy is not the Kill Tony experience. That's not what comedy is, right? it's a part of it and it's a faction, but to say, oh, I only want to do stand-up to get to Austin, to do that, that's kind of what I want to show is like what the series is. No, there's actually a whole world of it. You know, there's so many different layers to being a comedian, and it's not just to say the most offensive shock thing. You know, it's to be clever and to get people to laugh at the most fucked up thing.
Yeah.
Not to offend them, but you want to get them to laugh at that. Get away with it, is what Anthony Jeselnik said.
Right, yeah.
To get away with that. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, Doris Laughs is, yeah, it's that. And I got to cover you guys for Doris Laughs at the Fishy
true.
Mushroom Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I ended up getting to work with Overkill Lounge, was when I worked with you guys. And I saw the space, and you had Luke Severide as the comedian for the for the fest. And I thought that was a great idea. I was like, why not blend the two worlds together? I mean, it's pretty much the same. One does music, one does jokes. You know, I would be a musician in a heartbeat. It's just because it's just you just strum with your fingers are the talking, right? Like I have to joke and use my brain. Like I don't like using my brain. Who wants to use your brain that much? Like I would rather just use my fingies and just get done with it and just be like, you know, that kind of thing.
I wish it was that easy.
It's not.
Just to brainlessly use that finger.
Just
That'd be
no.
magic.
But I'm a musician too. I'm just like I played trumpet, clarinet, and tuba
Oh, cool.
in high
Nice.
school. Yeah, and I was first chair. So just
All
like
right.
I'm a musician
All right.
too. All right. So if you need a tuba, you know, maybe special or like little part in there, I'll definitely go off
Maybe
on a
that's
riff.
what Hot Dog Bubble Bath means. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
we need
can't
a little-
figure out
that's
the
why we
lyrics
can't
for
write
it.
a
We
little
need
ska,
trumpet.
you know,
We need the
Trumpet, trombone, and that type of
Both.
thing.
Yeah.
All of it.
We can multi-track that shit. It'd be great.
So,
I don't think you like the idea.
No,
of
I'm not kidding.
Oh my! Did I just make magic happen?
Maybe.
I think I did. I
Maybe.
think I
You
People
might
are
be a
seeing
guest
that.
musician.
I've only been
on,
trying to
on
write
FTP.
lyrics for this ska song for 6 fucking months, okay? Maybe if we fucking add trumpet to it.
Maybe. I bet you'll be like, oh god damn it, it's better, and then it just sounds better with the trumpet and trombone.
Probably would.
Yeah.
so what got you into comedy?
So what got me into comedy?
She likes to laugh.
Did you let her answer, Johnny?
Oh
Why
yeah.
don't you eat your kebab?
We're not interrogating you.
She likes to laugh. If that was the only reason why I got into comedy, I would not be getting into comedy because I can make myself laugh all day long, right? I can just, I literally make myself laugh, and it's so sad. I'm like, I'm so funny. I do that to myself. Like,
I
and
mean, it's in the name. It's right there.
And Doris laughs. Well, actually, because it's not even about me making people laugh, it's about who's making me laugh. So what I do with the questions is you can still hear me like laughing in the background. So if they make me laugh, I keep that in to keep with the name.
Oh, cool.
But what got me into comedy was, I don't know, I just remember being a point in my life, this was around 2019, where I was in a lot of like corporate jobs and stuff like that, and I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I literally was having like, what do I do? Like I got this job, I got benefits, I'm taking care of everything, but I'm not happy. Like I'm not.
It's not
this isn't it.
fulfilling.
It's
Holding
not
it is
fulfilling.
holding
You're just
life,
sustaining
Yeah.
yourself.
And I'm like, but what is it? What is it that I'm gonna do? You know, I thought I was gonna be a beauty influencer, do makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I
Fair
filmed
enough.
one video that never made the light of day. It was the most depressing video. It was so. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I don't even. I guess this is concealer. I'm having a midlife crisis. And I was just like doing makeup. And literally, like, I can't do this. So then I was like, okay. And I kept working, and I remember going to a comedy show in Miami or Fort Lauderdale. And it was for Tiffany Haddish. And she had a Spanish woman opener. And I remember looking at the stage. Her name was Julie Baez. And I remember looking at the stage going, I can do that. And then I'm looking at my partner Gabe, I'm like, I can do that. Like, I can do that. And he's like, and we're in the middle of the show. He's like,
Can you
I guess.
shut up so I can listen to the jokes?
Literally, he's like, the fuck, all right. I
Yeah,
mean,
like,
sure. And I just kept
Can,
him. I'm
we
like, I
talk
can do
about
that.
this later? Like, fucking.
That's
fuck.
exactly what I was like. Gabe, like, you just pull up a mask. It's me. Like, no, but it's literally what
This
it was.
is the comedy police. You need to shut up immediately.
Most comedians, that shows it. Shit you not, they'll bark. Do not, whatever you do not speak during a comedy show and expect most
It to
comedians
go well.
will eat your head off. They will
Don't
they'll
expect
fucking
it to go
shut the
well.
fuck up, and then you're just like done. Okay, don't
they
do
will
it.
destroy you. Like even
Oh
at
my
Fishy Fest, like
God.
Luke, we had a couple of guys.
Remember, I was like,
God, my
Luke,
fucking
stop,
dad was one of
Luke.
them.
There was a couple
My
of
dad
guys
was
trying to
fucking
heckle
one
him, and he tore them to pieces. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good, but also like he's
I
just
loved
waiting.
it.
He's
I
like a
loved
pit bull.
it.
He's like, I'm like,
Well, What I love
Luke,
is
like, we have to hold him back.
I just loved also how he did his set. He joined us for the Q&A, but like also just kept doing more jokes between the end of his set, the Q&A, and the band after his set. Like
We gave him like an
we got like 2 hours of Luke, and half of it was him like, I don't know, shitting on my dad and other people stupid enough to try to heckle him.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
like this is not a this. It's like Bo Burnham. This is not a participatory thing up here. Like,
And that's what people get trained because because of COVID and everything, they
Yeah.
sit and they look at their phones. They don't know how to laugh, and they smile and look at you because they're so used to looking at their phones and smiling. They're not laughing with themselves. So when they see real life comedy and we're waiting for them to laugh, they're smiling and they're nodding. But I don't think they realize.
That's
This is the
hilarious.
part where I'm supposed to just ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You know.
Punchline.
But back to
is
the
this
question.
why sitcoms have backtracks?
Yes.
Like,
And then when you remove them,
We need
it's
one.
scary. Like it's fucking Friends without
Oh,
a laugh track
Yeah.
is downright
I saw that
diabolical.
video.
Oh,
I'm like,
it's downright
I watched that.
I
diabolical.
saw
Like,
it with Big Bang Theory, and I'm like, man, Big Bang Theory.
Wah, wah.
Like,
the fact that I have her as mommy and then her full name, like, why didn't they just leave it as mom? Like, mommy Leonor Ortega. Like, so it pronounces the whole thing, mommy Leonor Ortega. I'm like, all right, that's great, mom. I will call her afterwards. Yeah, so what got me into it is I remember seeing that, and then Tiffany, mind you, this is when she had done her New Year's Eve show where she was drunk and wasted and all this. This was after that. So she's like drinking water, making smart jokes, doing a really good performance.
Yeah.
But in my dumbass, she's like, oh, where's a good male strip club? And there's a place called the Booby Trap. And she's like, all right, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there, you guys. I want to see you there. I took that seriously. This was a Thursday night. I convinced my partner, we got to go. And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, well, we always have to go. I have to meet her. I have to talk to her. Yeah. Mind you, this was the most batshit crazy. Like, no new comedian should go and try to see a main comedian and talk to them. You're not going to get taken on their entourage like you thought you were. So I was like, well, we got to go. She said she was going to be at the Booby Trap. And my best friend of like 20 years and my partner were like, are you sure?
Insane.
And then I'm like, yeah, let's go. They were my ride or dies because they rode with me to the Booby Trap. And I remember going in, and they were going to charge, because it was like, we got to buy one, get one, like Groupon, right? Because to go there.
love that there's a Groupon.
There was a Groupon. I remember. It was like buy one to get the other shoe free or whatever for ladies. But then
That's
for
what you
men,
do in Vegas.
but then for men, it was $70.
Oh.
So my partner's like, okay, we're not doing
Yeah,
this.
well, I'm not fucking.
And then the lady that was gonna check us in, she thought he was gay. So she's like, you know, baby, I'll work something out for you to him. And he's like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't want
I don't want to
this.
be here.
He's like, I don't want this. And then I'm like, no, you don't understand. She's like, I get it. I'll get you in,
Well, I do
okay? I'll
understand,
get you in.
Oh,
And then
I
I'm
get
like, no. So he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait outside. So he waited in the parked car outside of the strip club, the male strip club, playing Pokemon Go on his
Same.
phone and
Same.
reading manga. And
Same.
he was a very happy little
I want to meet this man right now.
Right, so-
He is my spirit
and
animal.
mind you, he went in there, and me and her went inside the strip club. There was 2 girls in the front for a bachelor party, 3 over here, and maybe 2 for a birthday. So it was pathetic, right?
Yeah,
It was like maybe 7 altogether. And then me and my
It's like playing a local show on a Tuesday night.
yes.
You're playing to the bands and their girlfriends. Like,
Yeah.
What a wonderful. Or the comics for me, it's like
Yeah,
performing
exactly.
for nothing but comics. I will just not laugh.
well, yeah.
They will just not. And you know it's funny, and you're like, giggle, motherfucker, get out. And
You're
they
allowed to have fun even though we do the same
exactly.
thing.
It's like, stop being cool guy or whatever. So then we get there. Mind you, my best friend of 20 years, you would never guess it, right? Because we're such different personalities. She's an introvert completely, right? Like she's on, what is it? She's on something where it's like such a severe antipsychotic medication that calms her down, like kind of thing. And she's like a painter. She's been in galleries. Like she does hyper-realistic, like dark, beautiful artwork, right? Like I'm telling you, I'll show you the artwork after. It's insane.
Yeah.
And she's my best friend. Like, I don't know, it's like Pablo Picasso with fucking Andrew Dice Clay. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. Let me just put this in. I'm sorry
Starlight.
about that.
No.
So, because, okay, there we go. So because of that, So anyways, we're there. This obviously doesn't want to be in a strip club. Like, she's the opposite of going to any strip club.
Right.
She'd rather be at home under blankets watching TV, you know?
Yeah.
And so she's in the inner part of the aisle because she was trembling, shaking. She didn't want to be there so bad. And I'm like,
I swear, if one of these
I'm like,
strippers
don't worry, I'm going to meet
looks at
Tiffany. It's
me.
going to be great. It's going to be fine. I don't know what was going to happen when I met Tiffany Haddish. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Like, what was I thinking? I don't know, but I knew I had to meet her because I knew I wanted to do this now.
Was she there?
No. So, oh, spoiler alert!
wasn't.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
Tiffany never showed up.
Thanks, Tiffany.
And what's funny is I remember posting it on Twitter, and I saw the tweets like, "Hey Tiffany, I'm here," da da da, and like other women that were her stands, like fans, "You go, girl! I can't believe you went there," and everything hyping me up. And I just remember sitting there, and then like just ready. I'm just like, all right, Tiffany's gonna be here, and male strippers. I remember. They were trying to do their best, but these girls that were at the bachelorette parties were just looking at their phones
Yeah.
the whole time.
Oh man.
So I remember one guy was like, he was in a split and he did this. In the split, like fully split, he's like, and I'm like, a mom clapping the whole time.
Good job,
Like,
sweetie.
literally, I'm
I'm
like,
so proud of you.
I was like,
You finally did it.
and then I was
You
like,
go, Calvin.
Calvin.
Cesar. Like, that was his name. So I just remember like sitting there and golf clapping because I didn't know what else to do. I'm so horny like that. And then one of the strippers tries to come up and give me a lap dance. to give me a lap dance, right? And I'm like, what did I say? I had $40 in ones. So what I did, because I wasn't going to say anything. So what I did was I remember giving the stripper like $5. And I'm like, oh, and he said a lap dance. And he wanted whipped cream. And I go, a shot in whipped cream. And then I go, oh no, I have acid reflux and I'm lactose intolerant. So, and I go, but here you go. And I like put it like crumpled it and I go, here you go. And then, just like, and then he kept going, but then I was ambushed. I make up words. We're gonna deal with it. He ambushed me, and all of a sudden he's like, "Do you want to dance?" I'm like, "Oh no, thank you." And I went to go get the cash. Boom, he's on me, and I'm like, "Ah!" And it's like crotch face, right? It's literally because you're straddling, you know.
Yeah.
And so like.
Oh yeah, you got balls in your face.
Yeah, like literal balls,
Yeah.
crotch in my face. He's still wearing pants, but he's shirtless.
Banana
So
hammock.
he's like,
I mean-
my name is Julio. And I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, Julio. My name is Doris. And he goes, oh, I see you're married. Because I had a wedding ring at the time. It broke. It was like it was a $50 band from like the mall, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit. It broke or whatever. But I was wearing it and he goes, oh, I see you're married. Does your husband know you're here? And I'm like,
Yeah, he's
a
playing
lot,
Pokemon
believe
Go
it
in
or not,
that
I
parking
don't
lot.
believe it or not, he knows I'm here and a lot closer than you think. I'm like, he's here, all right. And so he's like, oh, well, let me take you away. And he goes, where do you stay? And obviously I lied. I was like, West Palm Beach, right? Because I'm not going to tell I got stripper where my house is. Like, what the fuck? No.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, well, he's like, my real name is Julio. And if you ever want a man, I can be your man. And I'm like, oh my God,
Bro's
thank you. I was
obviously
like,
not making it
I
up.
was flattered, right? But then I realized I was the fat guy in the strip club thinking that the stripper likes them.
Yeah.
Like, that was me. I
Wait,
was like
that's-
so
that's
red
not
and
true?
hot.
No,
No.
that's
Oh.
that's
No,
how
right.
they make their
That's how
money,
they make
Frank.
their
Yeah,
money.
that's how they get you to dance with them, or let them dance for you.
Hate to break it to you, but it
Candy at the
at
local
least
strip joint, you know?
20 years later, and you
Candy
finally
doesn't
learned.
love me?
She's not that sweet for you.
No, no matter how much.
Neither
how many
does
hundreds of
Crystal.
dollars.
Oh.
Neither does Tiffany.
Oh, I knew that one.
Oh, okay.
Or a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Or Ferrero
Mercedes.
Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher. So then I remember waiting and like all of a sudden I went to go get more cash, right? Or I went to go get cash, 20 more bucks or something like that. And there was this drunk Mexican guy that comes up and he's like, oh, you should. I'm like, ugh, get the fuck away from me. And then the lady comes back, the front desk. She goes, what is your husband doing? Let me talk to him. Like, that's not my husband. The gay one outside, you thought, that's my husband.
Yeah, what do you thought was
And
gay?
then she's like, oh. And then I'm like, yeah. And I go back inside. And I just remember.
The one reading One Piece and playing Pokemon Go in the car is my fucking husband.
That's the straight one, okay? So then I remember we called after an hour and a half, right? And I was like, you know what? We sat outside. I sat on the curb in front of the booby trap. If anybody knows, holler. front of the booby trap, sat out there, and she's like, it wasn't meant to be here. And I go, I gotta be a comedian. And she goes, what? I go, Hillary, this is her name. I go, we waited 2 hours at a strip club on a Thursday. A male strip club on a Thursday. I got accosted by a guy trying to give me $200 to take out, and then he grabbed me, and then the guy thought it was my husband. I'm like, I had dicks in my face. All because I wanted to talk to a comedian about comedy.
That's a lot of
and then
commitment.
that's when I was exactly, and that's when I was like, I gotta do comedy. Like, and then I remember I did 2 months of comedy in Fort Lauderdale, like Boca, and no one will see those tapes. They were the most unhinged. Oh my god, I was just rambling at people. I was just talking at them. No jokes.
That's what comedy is you just talk at people.
If you see that in comedy, it's bad. I was like, if they're just talking at you and not laughing, like, they're not doing the job right. So I just remember doing 2 months there, and then moving up here and starting comedy, I think. I joined the Comedy Club Tacoma in 2021, worked there front desk for like 2 years, and I did 1 open mic in 2022, or 2, summer. And then Luke Everett, he had a one in Flight Path in Burien.
Okay.
And I did my second one there. The first one killed. It was 200 people. It was a Wednesday. It was a freak accident. There were so many people there.
That's crazy.
Exactly for a Wednesday,
That's
for
awesome.
an open mic,
Yeah.
right?
I was going to say,
And
when is an open mic ever that packed?
It's
like,
never
what
been
the
that
shit?
packed since. Like,
That's
I shit
crazy.
you not. It was the only time, because I think it was after COVID and everything was,
I was
opening
gonna
up
say
again.
it's gotta be like, yo, we want to laugh. Like,
Yeah,
a week after COVID, and then
I
after that, tumbleweeds.
Yeah, and I remember I had signed up and took myself off. And signed up and took myself off. And Willie Dean was the one running that list. And I remember at like the 4th time, I was like, okay, I'll go. But he was like, no, fucking sign up next month. Jesus. He's like, you fucking did this like 5 times. No. I was like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you sign up again. I'm not taking your ass off the list.
He's like,
showing up.
like,
fuck you.
He's like, alright. But then Todd Royce was there, and he's like a Vegas comedian, and he was in town, and he goes, why aren't you going up? Or why are you looking sad? I'm like, because I probably could have did it. Like, I don't know. He goes, I'll get you. And he goes, you should go up. And I go, Willie won't put me on the list. He goes, why? I'm like, because I asked him 5 times. And I
kept taking myself off.
And I kept taking myself off. So, and he goes, okay.
Because I'm in this.
Seriously. I wasted his fucking time. Like, no, so then he's like, he talked to Willie, and Willie goes, okay, fine. I'll put her on, but I'm putting her on before you.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
if I suck shits and kill the room, he then has to build it back up, right?
Yeah, it's
so,
on
pressure.
him that you're on the bill.
Yeah, it's like, no pressure. But I remember going on, and I don't even remember what I said. To this day, I like talked, and everyone was laughing, and then I walked off stage, and I went to Todd, and he goes, oh my god, like, that was all great. Like, when did you write that? I go, what'd I say? And he goes,
I blacked out. What did I say?
He goes, the joke and the tree. And I go, what tree?
I wasn't there for.
Yeah,
5
I was
minutes.
like, I was above my body watching myself do comedy.
I mentally checked out while I did.
I swear, I dissociated the whole thing, and yet did good.
Nice.
So then I went. My second open mic there was with Luke Severide, and I bombed. Well, not bombed. I got like a few chuckles, but honestly, it was bad. Like, it was just bad sad. I didn't do it again for like from September to May of last year.
Oh wow.
I didn't do comedy because I was like, the brain to mouth wasn't there yet, and there's like a connect, right? Like, you could know all about comedy, you could know all about music, but until you learn the composition, the notes, and how to play it, until that clicks, until you can be a good musician, right? And you can be recorded and stuff like that. So I was in the stuck, and then one day I watched my friend, Skinny P, shout out to Marissa, it's short for Skinny Penis, so
of course
that's her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
my nickname in high school. Yeah.
My nickname now.
Mine too. No, mine too, guys.
Thanks,
Weird.
Crystal.
It's just like weird. I don't have a tail. I have that. Anyways, so so I just watched her read one of her jokes, right? But like you hear it as if she's on stage, but you're seeing her read it, and something about that really got me, and it clicked. And then I was able to write, and I went to the first open mic at like 6th and Proctor for Tacoma.
Okay, yeah.
And that was the first open mic, and I hadn't stopped since. So I've been actively doing comedy for about a year. Almost a year. June 5th will be my 1-year anniversary in comedy.
Awesome.
And so that's what made me get into comedy and like comedy.
So are you going to start telling people to show up to male strip clubs and not show up?
I mean,
Please
I
do.
probably might do that.
You
Yeah,
should.
I mean,
No. What you
Somebody's
need to
gonna
do,
get-
tell them you're going to be at a Fishy Mushroom show and then don't show up.
there
There you go.
But I'll show up because I'm going to be at the Fishy Mushroom
Yeah,
Show.
see?
No,
True.
well,
Yeah.
then maybe don't do that.
No, but I want people to go to the Fishy Mushroom Show. So,
Yeah,
yes,
come to the Fishy Mushroom shows.
do it.
We don't have any right now.
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Nobody likes us.
I like us.
We don't play a lot of local shows either.
Yeah.
We don't play a lot of shows anymore now, in general.
Well, we've been busy.
We're
We've been
busy.
doing things. We're
Have
recording.
we? Are we?
Yeah, you've been out of town.
You've
I've
been out of town. He's been out of town. I haven't been because
Frank's like,
I'm
I've been
sad.
out of town. I stay and keep the fort.
You've been into your living room watching American Dad on repeat for 9 hours a day.
Bob's Burgers. Thank you very much.
Ooh,
As
good
if
choice,
American
good
Dad
choice.
isn't a close third.
I mean, okay.
Okay, third. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
give that.
yeah.
I'll give that.
Yeah.
It's one of those two or fucking South Park. I mean...
South
Stop
Park's-
fucking stalking me, Johnny.
I was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
South
God,
Park
it's
is a
almost
good-
like
that's
I've
a
known
good
you
one.
for,
South Park's
like...
a fun one, yeah.
That's
a
a good
decade.
one where you could watch it
Couple years.
on
Yeah.
like loop. You just sit there and
Yeah.
just. Oh yeah, South Park for sure. There's like endless, literally 20-something years, whatever.
Oh yeah.
The
Like
fucking
26 seasons
Yeah,
or something like
it's
that.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They've got a
been
new
lot.
special on Paramount Plus.
They
It's out.
sure do.
They like just came out in the past week.
Yep.
I haven't watched it yet.
I've seen the commercials. I don't have Paramount Plus.
I'll give you my login. 'Cause,
Allegedly,
like, that means you haven't
allegedly
seen
you
like
log
the
in.
streaming wars.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I guess the most important question should probably come next.
Yes.
Oh, I suppose
yes,
so.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Fishy Mushroom song?
Tacoma.
I fucking hate it. Fucking hate it
I
here.
do because it was the first song. Oh, should I tell everybody how I met you guys?
Sure.
Why the fuck not?
Oh my
you already
God,
picked
okay.
our shittiest fucking song. Might as well just...
You only say that because I sing it.
Oh yeah.
I love
Couldn't
it
pick a good one like
That's-
Ridiculous or
that's-
Farmer Dave. I mean,
because it's like I love Farmer Dave's a good one. But I love that song. It just reminds me of Orlando. I don't know how to explain it. It's just reminding me back
but it's
home.
about Tacoma.
I know.
Orlando,
Let me
Tacoma.
explain.
Okay, now I really hate this fucking song.
Let me explain. Okay, so how I met Fishy Mushroom and how we came to be is I was walking into a 24-hour fitness, and on the ground I found a guitar pick. And I was like, the fuck is a guitar pick doing here? And I pick it up, and I saw it had a
It
mushroom
worked,
on
Corey.
it.
It fell out of my
And
pocket
it
when I
had
was going to the gym.
mushroom,
I
right?
don't know.
And I was like, what's weird? And then I turned it over and it has a phone number,
Yeah.
right?
One of these.
See, and it has a phone number on the back. Okay.
That you can call.
So that you can call and leave a voicemail.
Yes, please do. Leave
And-
us lots of voicemails.
Yes, and so
I love how
I
we-
remember calling and thinking, I was like, this was hilarious. And I have no self-preservation, right? So I was like, oh yeah, number on a guitar pick, and I just called right away. And then I found them online because I was like, oh my, I thought this was like a band of like 18-year-olds. I was like, oh fuck yeah, you know, Fishy Mushroom, fuck yeah. And so I messaged them, like thinking I was like this, you know, older woman like messaging these teens.
Weird
I'm
ass like
hey
band
guys.
mom.
Exactly, like, hey guys, I found your guitar pick and I thought it was really cool and I love
Mom,
your
this
stuff.
predator is messaging us.
Talk about grooming. I mean, you can play for me anytime you want, okay?
Come over to my house. I have snacks.
I love the Foo Fighters. Yeah, I love them.
I've got fruit roll-ups
Like-
and Kool-Aid.
Do you guys like Dimetapp?
I love the grape. I used to drink grape. I used to drink grape Dimetapp. Chug it. My mom had to stop buying it because I would drink an entire bottle. So if you're wondering why I am the way I am,
It's the brain damage.
it's the brain damage. Because I could be completely sober and you'd be like, is she okay? Like, is she all together? No. It's because of those Dimetapp smoothies I had back then. I mean, I would chug it because I loved the flavor so much. So anyway,
Call the number on the guitar pick.
called the number and I messaged them. I was like, oh my god, I love your music. I found this here. It's so cool. And then we just became friends, like me
Yeah.
and the band.
Frank was literally
Like-
just like, hey, some weird lady messaged the Instagram.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like
you
someone
need to
messaged
message her
us,
back.
you gotta take care of it.
So I was
Exactly.
like, I was literally just like, okay, I'll scope this out. So I was just like trying to be as obtuse as
Yes!
possible.
And
Yeah,
it did
just
work
like-
because I made friends.
I literally, I was just like, I'm just gonna raw dog this. Like I'm just going dry and you know as just
Yeah.
one dimensional as possible.
and I made them my friend. I was like, whatever one-dimensional like Instagram person. You're my friend.
Because I'm like, who's this fucking weirdo messaging us? It's my way of like vetting them to see if they'll just leave us alone or if we're stuck with them forever.
And now
So
we're stuck.
we ended up with a fucking lost chihuahua, and now we're here.
Oh my god, I just tell people I'm like a chihuahua, okay? Because when it comes to like my rage and anger, it's always bubbling in me. So I'm like always
You're just
like
constantly shaking, but nothing's like actually
Yes.
outwardly
So
happening.
if
You're
it's
just
not
like
anxiety, it's anger or rage. But it's just like shaking all the time. So yes. So I became friends with them, and then I started the web series Doris Laughs, and I was like, hey, starting this web series. I see you guys have a pest.
pest. A music pest.
A music fest. That'd be dope. I'd love to cover it for Tacoma, even though it's not comedy related. And then Frank's like, wait, but we actually have a comedian.
Right.
And I was like, Luke. I was like, of course. I was like, he's like synonymous with the metal scene now. So it's like,
Yeah.
Well,
him
that
and his
and
comedy.
Corey's
Yeah.
known
Known him
Luke
forever.
And I didn't even know. So when
Yeah.
I knew that, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So.
Well, yeah, because that was the whole reason. Because Frank and Corey had seen him at a show, I think, and then Corey was like, yeah, I went to junior high school with this guy. And so then we just hit him up and he was down.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, now he's getting like metal injection articles written about him and he was moving to the other side of the country.
You're welcome,
Or the
Luke.
metal scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of Fishy Mushroom.
Don't
You're
forget
welcome.
where you fucking came from,
You're
Luke.
welcome, Luke.
Yeah, buddy.
Even though you were already planning to move
yeah.
across the country and already had the metal
Yeah,
injection
yeah,
articles
yeah.
written about you before Fishy Fest happened, you're
we
welcome.
still had you on there.
Really,
You're
we
welcome.
I feel we helped at least.
You got to
2%.
step on our faces
That's a
to be able to
credit.
get to where you're going. So.
Performing on a Fishy Mushroom Fest, that's a credit
Oh.
that a comedian should. You should put that.
Put it
you
on
better
your
put
fucking
the
resume.
Fishy Mushroom
Put it on
logo
the resume.
on your.
Fishy Fest.
Sorry, because it'd be like,
2024.
I just already know the face is
I'm
gonna give me. I'm like,
just waiting to see the comments. Luke's like, fuck
fuck
you
you
guys.
guys.
You're stupid.
So yeah, I became friends with them, and then I covered the fest. And actually, if you're seeing, because I'm probably gonna share this or part of this on Doris Laughs, but they're the ones making the theme song. So Rob Beautiful is doing the art and the cartoonist work, and he's doing it to their whatever they make up. So
Yeah, we gotta work.
yeah,
on
it's like
that.
12 seconds, but it's gonna be them. So I have no idea. So yeah, that's how we came to be as friends. Because I'm a tiny clown and I have no self-appreciation. I really didn't. Like, I just saw a guitar pick with a number. It could have been a number to a guy finding me or something like that. And I just would have went with him. Like, I really don't. I'm messaging back, like, thinking I'm talking to some teenagers. And,
No, you're
like,
talking
no,
to,
grown men.
30,
Yeah,
30,
30-something-year-old
50-year-old
men.
As adults.
That was me.
Clearly, we can see that.
Jesus.
Well, I guess we
Who
should.
wants to play a game?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
ready to play
Oh,
it
God,
again.
okay.
All right.
You want to pull it up there, Johnny?
Is everybody's favorite?
Johnny, pull it out.
I don't think we can do that.
No,
on
the
YouTube.
game.
Oh,
The game,
okay.
Johnny.
Everybody's favorite, the tried and true.
Wheel of liquor.
Y'all know how it works except for Doris. We all spin the wheel one time. Whatever it lands on, we have to drink it. We all drink together at the end. So Doris, since you
All
already
right.
fucked it up, you might as well spin first.
First of all, I don't see any appropriate door shots. There's no mimosas or Long Island.
Well, you should have cleared that with us
Roofie
first.
coladas.
That would be the wheel of
Roofie
cocktails.
I love my roofie coladas.
I'm
Like,
sure
any
Corey's got some
bartender-
cocaine he can slip into your shot for you later if you'd
wish
like.
I did.
You don't think that's what I got as a baby? Like cocaine in a bottle? Like, you gotta come up with something else. Like, I did that shit from the wound. Okay, so ready? We're gonna do it.
Yep.
Good spin. Gin.
Gin.
Oh, everyone's
It's a
favorite.
Bragnier
It's
gin.
Everyone's
gin.
favorite.
It's Rainier gin, so it's pretty good stuff.
It's a really good gin.
Dude, oh, I don't know if you saw. You're probably gonna see it.
Oh yeah, there's
When I had gin.
You also get Rainier gin.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm not a drinker, so if you guys probably saw how I had the first gin.
Johnny,
let's
please
see.
don't roll gin again.
Wait,
'Cause we're almost
each
done.
one is gonna be a different one?
They can
Well, this
be.
is for us, yeah.
I got Jameson.
You got Jameson.
Okay, so this one's. Wait, I rolled
That one's
this.
yours.
This
Yeah.
one's fine. Okay,
Yeah, so
okay,
just
okay, okay.
hold on to it, and then we will cheers
We'll do it at
together.
the end here.
Let's see if
Got
I. Oh, you're seeing down? All right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh no, my Jameson tastes a little bit like gin.
Oh no. Oh my god, gin.
after the amount of fucking mallard I've had, it's a
Oh my god.
welcome.
last two
Do not,
fucking-
do
Oh my
not
God.
say that fucking word, because if I get it, I'm punching you in the dick.
I hope you get Mallard.
Mallard.
Mezcal!
Oh!
Good one!
Good
Oh my
shit.
god, I was looking, I'm like,
He's
which
got
one? Which one?
Yeah, so the red is either the worst
It's either the
bottle
worst
or
or
the
the
best
best.
bottle. So, motherfucker.
Yeah, buddy.
That's debatable.
You get that good stuff.
Well, the best option on the wheel, at least.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean,
There we go. Jesus Christ, I didn't want to come out.
fucking peanut gallery over there.
Mmm, McRib.
I mean, you want some of my kebab? It'll probably make it taste more like a McRib.
Chase your mezcal with some kebab.
Why do we sound like Animal Crossing characters now?
I don't know what that is. Alright.
Let's get juicy.
Juicy.
Yay!
That's a good mezcal.
Woo! Ah!
Your stuff's gonna be
So
awesome
good,
tonight.
so good, so
Yeah.
good.
Well, now that we're done with the, God damn it, watch that fucking
Don't
spear.
Oh.
dab Frank in the eyeball over here.
I need those. Well, Johnny,
It's time for the questions,
why
Johnny.
does it look like you're eating a turd?
Because I took it off the stick.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Johnny,
Questions.
Yeah, I gotta
on-
leave
let's, do
it in
that,
10
let's do
minutes.
that thing that brought us to the dance, man. Let's get
All
to it.
right. We're going to speedrun this shit because Doris has got to go, and I've got to try to buy some shit that drops in 10 minutes that's super limited edition because I'm an addict. All right. Question number 1. What's the worst job you've ever had?
I was a maid cleaning an old guy's house who was elderly, and he would jerk off in the living room, and there was
Oh.
like 50 napkins all over used, and he had all this porn in front of the TV, and I would have to clean that area and touch the DVDs as they were sticky.
To be
That is
fair,
the worst job I've ever had.
to be fair, I thought you were going to say that he would just jack off in the living room while you were
Oh,
cleaning.
okay, that would have been
So-
fun. I would have actually enjoyed that. That would
Well,
have been good.
yeah.
That would have been.
Okay, well,
I
because
think
you
that
would have been
been
making
good. Yeah.
extra. You would have just been charging us
Yeah,
per
I
ass
mean,
extra.
I would have enjoyed it.
yeah,
Like,
no.
it's a win-win for both of us.
Yeah.
You know, an old man cranking his yank, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, worst job. Probably the one that I actually walked out from. It was towards the end of my cooking career. I opened up the Mama's Tortinis that was in.
Mama's tortellini. I call it Mama Tortellinis.
Yeah, so if you like TV dinners, that's the quality of food they have.
Straight up.
Literally everything comes out of a fucking package, and they add some garlic to it and call it homemade. It's fucking garbage. But we were shorthanded like 2 cooks one day, 3 cooks one day, and I was like, I worked 6 fucking hours straight. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go out and have a smoke before dinner rush. I'll be right back. He's like, you better hurry up because we were fucking shorthanded. Like, oh, okay. And I go out, I'm sitting there smoking. I'm like, you know what?
I'm just
Fuck
gonna
this
leave.
guy.
Yeah.
Started my truck and went the fuck home.
Good.
That place fucking sucked.
You know what? That place, on top of that place does suck. They looked at me and they looked at me in judgment when I wore my cum dumpster merch from Rachel Afjay. Okay? They gave me,
dare they?
like, I
TV
fuck
dinner,
them, okay?
Italian food, fuck off.
Hoity-toity, yeah, okay, above the
Fucking
cum dumpster sweater,
weird-ass
get out of
bitches.
They're
here.
no better than Michelina's TV dinners.
Next question.
And even those have gotten fucking expensive. My worst was when I worked the place that you fucking work. Because they tried, they gave me zero training and
training,
kept
and they
trying to
fired
give
you.
me absolute dog shit for not being productive. I'm like, hey, how about you tell the guy who's supposed to train me to come in more than one day a week and actually train me, and then I'll be able to do my job better, instead of making me distract my team members from their job to train me.
Show me what I'm supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, and what's great is I closed, like, the most amount of tickets I've ever closed in one day right before I got fired. I closed, like, 4 tickets before the lady came in and fired me. I was like,
But
are you
did
serious?
today.
I just closed 4 tickets. And she's like, oh, well,
Cool.
our decision's made. And I'm like,
Sorry, bro.
well, I mean, I just closed 4 fucking tickets, so... And she's like, no. Like, cool, whatever. Fuck you.
I still every once in a while go back and read our chats.
Yeah, oh yeah.
because. I'm like, oh, it'd be nice if Johnny were here. He could come in my office and just hang out with me and drink from my kegerator. That'd be cool. Which I don't have yet.
What was
Yeah.
your worst job there?
My worst
Frank?
job, bass player, Fishy Mushroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Uh,
You
in,
gonna
in,
drink that?
Go for it. I didn't know another one.
Cool.
in all reality, probably fucking working graveyard shifts at a fucking convenience store.
Oh, God.
Almost
All right.
got held up twice.
Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
How is it almost?
So one of the times it just happened that my roommates just happened to be hanging out with me, but this car pulled up and sat there literally for 45 minutes, like sat there waiting for them to leave. I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna try and come in here and rob me. You guys might as well just hang out for a little longer. And then like I would just randomly go over, grab the phone, and just like every once in a while just look over at them. And as soon as I did that, they fucking sped right the fuck out.
Right, yeah.
And then another time, like this dude came in and he's like, give me all your money. I'm like, dude, there's nothing in the fucking register. It's fucking graveyard. There's nothing here. He's like, I have a gun. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Does
There's
it magically
nothing
add
here.
money
I
to
have
the
no
register?
money.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
have
do you want
no
to take
money.
a fucking rack of beer? Go ahead. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking.
Don't
yeah,
bill me
I'm
for
like,
that
there's
shit.
$40 in this fucking register. You want $40? Take fucking $40. He's like, well, I need more than that. I'm like, go somewhere else, dude.
No,
Go
I'm
somewhere
supposed to
else.
tell me I need
somewhere
more
else.
than that.
I'm like, KFC and Jack in the Box are across the street. Go.
Yeah.
And the
Oh my
dude
God.
walked the fuck
And
out.
he did? Oh my god, that's so funny. And terrifying. It's terrifying.
I didn't give a shit.
I hate terrifying.
I was in my 20s and I'm like, I fucking hate my life. Go ahead and kill me. I don't give a shit. I'm not worth $40. Anyway.
Next one. If you were in witness protection program, what would your new name be and where would you go?
Okay, so my new name would be Janice.
Janice laughs. Okay.
Janice. The reason why is because every time I'd say Doris on the phone, everybody hears Janice. They go, all right, Janice. I'm like, no, it's Doris. Whatever the fuck ever. So I'm just going to do Janice, and then I would move to South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Small town in South Dakota. Mm-hmm.
There's nobody there.
Nobody there. And small town, mom pops, right? Like, it's just like, they might be racist. So I don't know. I know South Dakota. It might be crazy for me. But I'm willing to take the chance. Janice, like a Spanish girl named Janice, I think could make it in South Dakota, right? I mean, shout out to anybody in South Dakota that's Spanish, holler. Like,
Name Janice.
leave a comment if you are. Oh my God, leave a comment if you are a Hispanic person in South Dakota. Thanks. Okay.
Do it.
You're gonna get one comment.
So back when I used to work cruise ships, a security guy used to always call me Cody Wade. My name's Corey Ward. So, he struggled with pronunciation. So yeah, I think I would go with Cody Wade to change my name to, and I'd probably move to Northern California because it's just a little warmer than here. And
Yeah.
I like being warm.
Yeah.
Fair. My name would be Gene, and I would be an assistant manager at a Cinnabon in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
You've done your research.
I would just be Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
I never watched it,
Oh,
Yeah.
so I don't get the joke.
yeah. He goes into witness protection and becomes Gene, an assistant manager at a Cinnabon in Omaha,
Yeah.
Nebraska at a mall. So
It's
All right.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That would work out for you.
it's just a reference.
You do like Cinnabons.
You do.
All right, next question.
Like
Frank still has Oh yeah, Frank.
That's okay. Nobody
We got
fucking.
5 more minutes.
Yeah.
We can do this in like 4.
First of
Okay.
all, I'm probably not gonna be good at witness protection because I'm tattooed. People are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I fucking know you." But
Move
Can
some
you
of
use
the
makeup?
long sleeves.
well, see, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Alaska.
I'd probably move to like Norway or something like that. Because fuck it, if the government's paying for it, I'm getting the fuck out of this country.
Yeah, might as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
But I don't know. I've always fancied myself as like a Sven.
Sven. Sven.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very
I
Norway
don't want to
name.
explore
That's a very
that.
Norway-
Where does
yeah, I
Finnish
mean-
go?
We need
No
another
one would-
hour to
I'll
fucking
go.
get
Yeah,
We don't.
Like-
We don't really want to go
If
into
you
this.
do go into
psyche
Norway,
of
they'd
me.
be like, which Sven? You know, American Sven.
You know,
Oh yeah, American
Sven
Sven.
with the tattoos.
That's right.
Yeah, the guy who can't speak Norwegian.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. What would you do if you were the lone survivor of a plane crash? Lone survivor of a plane crash. What would you do? I already know my answer.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just went into Final Destination mode. I literally was like,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna die. Like,
visualizing.
I'm going to die
Except you're not.
eventually.
No,
No, because the thing was, like,
I mean,
he
you
was the
might
only
die.
sole survivor of that plane crash, right? Because everyone else died, and he stayed off. And so, if I stayed off the plane, everybody else died.
Well, you're on
Well,
the
no, you're on the
You're on the
plane.
plane.
Just
Oh.
that's it.
Survivor.
And
Yeah,
I
you
lived.
survived the plane crash.
Yeah,
You're
everyone
the
else died.
only one that survives the plane crash.
I would tell the truth, but I would also Add in some extra heroic stuff I did. I'd be like, nobody lived. Who's gonna fucking tell
I'm
me?
trying to save
I'm
men.
like, I held three
survivors tell the
things,
story.
and like,
I mean,
you know, I held chairs and opened the window. I don't know, but I'm gonna make
history's
it.
written by
I'm
the
gonna make
survivor.
it seem a little bit more favorable in me instead of crying and screaming and probably pissing myself as the plane goes down. I'd be like trying to save people, trying to help people instead of literally shitting myself probably the whole time, like and crying.
Fair.
So, yeah, that's what I'd probably do. I'd probably lie about it and say that I was more heroic than what I was.
Me with my
I'll say
culinary
that.
background, I would become an expert in cannibal cuisine. Figure out how to cook whatever's left over from all the people and whatever vegetables and nuts and fruits.
But you
was
wouldn't be able
left
to
over
eat
from-
Frank though because he has tattoos, and
Yep.
anyone with tattoos, it changes the taste of meat.
Yeah, but there's plenty of other people, and I might
Oh,
find
true.
a way to pair him with, like, peanuts.
Oh, you could use parts that he's not, tattooed in, probably the belly.
No tattoos here.
Yeah, fucking Korean barbecue. some
Do not
fruit.
eat.
Not edible.
I'd kill myself because fuck you don't get to tell me I'm the only one who survived. Don't put that bad juju on me, Ricky Bobby. I'm out. Fuck your rules.
He was a lone survivor for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Then I realized that this is just some fucked up scenario for a question on a shitty Q&A nobody watches, and then I killed myself.
It's
And
a
then
goddamn Truman Show.
And you still have to pay taxes, so you're like, I'm gonna go myself.
I'm sorry, I live a tragic plane crash and have to pay taxes? Fuck this.
Oh my god, think about it. You fucking survive like cancer or a plane crash, and they're like, by the way, you still have to pay taxes. And, you still
And
have
your
to-
medical bill.
Yeah, but I'd have been like,
By the way, this rescue
I'm-
excursion is going to cost you $48,000. It's like, okay,
Just kill
this
me.
bullet in my
Just
head cost
kill
me
me.
Drop me
12.
off. I'm done.
Like, what was it? My mom told me she was never hit a car, like never hit an expensive car. To the point where I'm still so very paranoid and anxious around expensive cars. Like, if I hit one of them, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, 'cause I just, in my head, I'm like, I
They
can
got good
afford
insurance, it's
the
fine.
damages. Like, and in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself. That's just it. I cannot afford, Aston Martin fucking ding in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I can't afford any of that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frank.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I have literally zero fucking survival instincts. If there's not fucking beer around me, and like why am I here? I have fucking. I'm gonna
swimming
die.
down trying to get the sharks to eat you.
Oh, I mean, fuck it. Why not? I mean, like, I'm just
I'm either gonna drown or a white tip's gonna eat you.
not edible. You know,
Yeah.
that's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna die within half hour.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
That was it. That was all of them.
All right.
That's it.
Awesome.
Well, hey, as always, thank you for tuning in and fucking keep it juicy.
Juicy.
Oh, God.
Craig. Corey. Johnny. Fishy.
You're a fucking asshole. You.
We'd love to thank you guys for tuning into all of our weekly fishy mushroom shots and Q&As
dumb shit we
and
do.
watching Johnny do dumb things.
My tummy hurts.
If you would like to sponsor a fishy mushroom Q&A dumb shit things that we do, it's really simple. You just fucking send us a bottle of booze. We only requirement is that it's a minimum $35 bottles because we don't want to drink bottom shelf. We'll vomit, pee ourselves. We're old. It's crazy
he's
shit
an old
happens.
man.
But hey, we love seeing you guys, and we'll totally mention you if you fucking sponsor us a bottle, and whatever we'll drink to you. Here's
So-
to you. Keep it juicy.
Just
Juicy.